Time for another question. Big up Bungle again. He said, when did I decide to pack it all in? When did I realise? Yeah, about 4 or 5 years ago. It's a culmination of a few years, you know. It was a build up of thinking certain things, realising certain things, you know, coming to realisations and realising that being in prison isn't a life, is it? It's not a life. I'm existing in prison. If I'm not on road, participating on road, then I don't exist on road. I'm deleted. I literally might as well have never been born. Literally, think about it. If you're not participating on road, then you're not there. You're deleted. You're gone. So, do I want to have a life not lived? Yeah, really. Yeah, that's what it comes down to. Who wants to lay on their deathbed? Who lays on their deathbed? You want to lay on your deathbed and look back and have as little regrets as possible, don't you? Yeah, you want as little regrets as you possibly can. Nobody lays on their deathbed thinking, "Oh, I wish I put a few more hours in at work. Wish I was showed a bit more loyalty to the people that can't remember my name and pay me minimum wage, even though they're millionaires. I wish I stayed away from home a bit more. Wish I showed a bit more loyalty to the most unimportant part of my life, where I'm surrounded by people that I don't like and I don't care about and I don't even know their names. I wish I stayed at work a little bit more." Nobody thinks that. Nobody. Yet everybody lives their life like that and gets to that old age and thinks, "God, mate, why did I do that?" And it's literally the same. It's the same as me. It's the exact same as me. Do I want a head full of images of prison cells, sharing a toilet, court paperwork, screws, keys jangling, being handcuffed and escorted around like a mug, by a mug, for a muggy purpose, go to a muggy place, getting in and out of stinking sweat boxes that stink of piss, out of bed sheets that are covered in shit and blood and piss and burns and been torn to a shred in the size of a fucking Action Man sleeping bag. Do I want to have my head filled with images of geezers in the shower, geezers in bed, geezers eating, geezers queuing up to it for food, geezers on the phone, geezers crying, geezers laughing, geezers fighting each other, fighting screws? Do I want to be having a head full of those, yeah, when I die, of geezers that I don't like, geezers that I couldn't give a shit about if they lived or dropped dead in front of me? The answer is no, actually. I don't want a head full of that. I've got 20 years of that, yeah? I've got 20 years of that behind me, yeah? But the images are there for life. The memories are there for life. And, you know, again, do I want to not be able to go to the shop when I want? Do I want to have to listen to a stupid rule? You know, we've all done that in the last couple of years. Do I want to consistently miss special occasions, Christmases, birthdays, fucking Easters, New Year's, whatever? Every single special, Pancake Day, Shrove Day, or is that Pancake Day? Happy Monday. You know, I said it a minute ago, I think, you know, having people forget about you on road. If people forget about you on road, then you might as well not exist on road. If you're not participating on road, then you literally do not exist on road. Yeah, it's about living, isn't it? Not existing in prison, because you're not living. All that, all the bollocks. You're not living. You're existing. Yeah. Fucking. This plastic cup exists, doesn't it? This plastic cup exists. It's not alive. It's got no life. I want to, like, you want to lay on your deathbed and look back and think, yeah, I've lived. Yeah. I've had freedom. I've had sunshine. I've been with my friends. I've been with loved ones, my family. I've had holidays, parties, late nights, early mornings. I've not been caged with a load of geezers. Well, it's an easy fix, isn't it? It's an easy fix. If I don't want to keep going away, if I don't want to keep not existing, it's what it boils down to. I'm not existing for years on end. Then I've just got to stop getting nicked. I've got to stop being naughty, stop committing crime. If I stop committing crime, I'll stop getting nicked. If I stop getting nicked, I'll stop going to prison. It's as simple as that. It's a mug's game, isn't it? Full of old men, the same old men that have lived the life, exactly the same life that was living up until 4 or 5 years ago. Fuck that. The geezers, it's a pathetic existence, because none of them have lived, have they? None of them have enjoyed it. They all spend their life moaning about the shit existence they've had behind the door. Well, stop getting nicked. It's as simple as that. You come to that realisation. It's as simple as that. Yeah, realised it about 4 or 5 years ago. Realised all this about 4 or 5 years ago. Sitting down, all I'm doing is making someone else rich and getting poorer in every single way. In the meantime, and that way up there, getting just poorer in every single way. Just the less you focus on something, the further away it gets as well. Yeah, when you're focusing on something, drawing it towards you, ain't you? My whole life was spent focusing on prison. Yeah, either I was in there, and you can't help but focus on it when you're actually in there, living it, existing in it, or I was on road, focusing on not going there, but I was focusing on prison. Yeah, either I was in there or I'm focusing on not going there. So all I'm doing is sending that negative energy and drawing that negative energy towards me. Prison, 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 prison. Oh look, prison. I folded it into existence. Yeah, I've manifested my own reality. Yeah. Who wants to live a life like that? Anybody can manifest their own reality. It's simple, man. Focus on good shit. If I can focus on negative shit constantly, and I did, prison, 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 and I was always there, then I can focus on other shit. And once I realised that 4 or 5 years ago, bang, it was a bit of a process. And forming relationships, meeting people, that makes you realise, it's like, why do I want to spend my life full of geezers when I could fall in love, get married, do this, do that, simple things that keep you out of jail, man. So some old geezer went, the only time people stop coming to jail is when they meet someone. And it's sort of true. You're there. You could be sitting there having your roast dinner, with your loved ones and your in-laws, or you could be fucking surrounded by 100 geezers that you hate, and all you've got to do is stop focusing. Just tweak your life a little bit. That's what I realised. I've just got a few tweaks here. I'm focusing on negative energy constantly, yeah? All I have to do is focus what's in front of my face. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. If I can't behave myself for 1 second, then I'm a moron. If I can't enjoy the next second of my life, then I'm a moron, So, when did I realise? When did I realise that I was gonna? When did I realise that this life weren't for me? Well, I always realised it. I think that's why I always had guilt, man. I'm not trying to play no sympathy card here now. I really ain't. I'm really not. I lived a life that most people think is regarded as a scumbag's life, and myself included. I regard myself as acting like a complete scumbag. But yeah. Well, it's about 12:30 at night. My mind just drifted off then. Sitting here, I'm gasping, I'm sweating. It's 12:30 and I am sweating my nut off. But yeah, big up Bungle for that question. When did I realise that I wanted to knock it all on the head? About 4 or 5 years ago, when I realised that when I died, I didn't. When I'm an old man and I'm sitting back looking back on my life, I don't want it filled with shit memories of regrets. And nobody does. It's such an easy fix, isn't it? Focus on doing what you enjoy, and you'll have a head full of enjoyable memories. Or I can have a load of talking. The thing is, I can sit here and talk. I can talk to you about. I can make a story, a 10-minute story, a 15-minute story out of a 5-minute incident that was not funny. That was, could come across as scary and intimidating and bloody and violent and not a nice thing to see. But I can sit here and put a little funny swerve on it. But in reality, it was a shit life. I'm, just coming out my cell and seeing someone get having all their teeth knocked out, or seeing someone throw blood everywhere, or shit up, or do this or do that. It sounds funny. I can make it sound funny. I can make most things sound funny, but in short, the short of it is, it was a shit existence to live, and I didn't realise it until about 4 or 5 years ago. And 4 or 5 years later, lovely part of the world, lovely friends, lovely family, lovely life. I proved myself right. Anyway, I waffled a bit there, but if you enjoyed that, hit the subscribe and we'll chat later. Adios.